about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.
And just like that, we are on our way to La Paz. We're gonna try and get there today. It's my mom's birthday, so we're gonna give her a call. We haven't talked to our families in, it's been what, 4 days, 5 days? It's been a while. So we're gonna give them a call, check in with everybody. We just have not had cell service. So I am excited to talk to her, tell her happy birthday, talk to my husband, and check out La Paz. After spending the day at La Paz, I have to say I like La Paz more than Cabo San Lucas.
Yes.
It feels more authentic. People feel more genuine. You don't feel like you're being sold to on every corner. People were more patient, kind, helpful. Not that we didn't encounter that in Cabo San Lucas, especially some of the great people that we met. But just overall in general, really, really liked it. It's
Really pretty.
It is very pretty. Very art-centered. I do have to say it's not as clean as Cabo, but I think that that's also because Cabo's kept that way for tourists. And it's beautiful here. Now we made some purchases for the day.
And we got beautiful dress and a dress.
Day 2, laundry day. We dropped off our laundry. I love that here you drop your laundry off, they do it for you, and you just pick it up. And she said 4 hours, which is incredible. So we're spending 4 hours. We wandered around, found some shops, used the bathroom, which by the way, if you use the bathroom and it's a public bathroom, you need to bring money. So make sure you have small pesos with you. We've been charging anywhere from 5 pesos to 10 pesos, and some of them have rolls of toilet paper and some of them give you a ration of toilet paper. So that's interesting. And we're gonna head over to try and find a marine store now. I keep looking down because the sidewalk is very uneven. I don't want to biff it while I'm talking to you. But we're headed over to find a marine store because we need some random parts for the boat that have broken or been worn since we've been gone. And then we'll probably head over and pick up our laundry. Oh, we're gonna find a drugstore too because we're gonna pick up some stuff for my stomach. It seems like every time I eat Mexican food, my stomach freaks out, which is not fun. So we're gonna pick up some Imodium and then head back to the boat for Thanksgiving dinner.
It's really crazy because today is Thanksgiving, and usually in the States everything is closed on Thanksgiving because it's a national holiday. Well, it's kind of weird being here and everything is open and it's just a regular day to everyone, and it's kind of weird to see the change when you're here, where the culture doesn't apply to the same national holidays and just never considered it to be like that.
We found Mexican cervezas from all over Mexico, from small craft breweries. So this is what we're getting my husband for Christmas. So don't watch this until Christmas, babe. Love you.
Now we're gonna head back to the boat and get started on Thanksgiving dinner.
This is how you spend $250 at the marine store.
It's like the easiest thing ever.
Fixed? Dang. Just like that.
Just like that. Fastest repair ever. There we go.
I love my children, but after so many weeks, I need a break. So we're leaving. Going to get laundry! All right, this is Thanksgiving dinner on a boat. Look at that.
Well,
That's all.
well, ice cream. We could have had a bigger Thanksgiving dinner, but we opted to have a small one and then go to shore and get some ice cream.
Ice cream!
Ice cream.
Okay, pop quiz. How do you say ice cream in Spanish?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Iso cremo.
No.
I
Gelato.
had this discussion
Iso
yesterday.
cremo.
Helado.
We're going ice cream. We're gonna try not to get soaked on our way there. Y'all ready for some ice cream?
Y'all ready for this?
So we had a delicious breakfast at a cafe right off the shore of the beach, and now we're gonna go to a office where we have to get a permit in order to stay at the or anchor at the island that's just off the shore of the peninsula and be able to explore there. So we have to get a permit so we can anchor there, and it's a parking permit of some sort. I'm honestly not totally sure what this thing is, but we're gonna do that, take the bus probably. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm rambling.
We are hanging out on the boat while Steve is hitting up some of the marinas to see what to do with a boat during Christmas time when he comes back to the States. We could go to shore because we have the dinghy, but we're not doing that right now. We're getting caught up on schoolwork and just kind of hanging out. We had a busy day yesterday, so I feel like I'm ready to talk about yesterday now that it's been a couple hours. So let's talk about that. So yesterday started off really nice. We went to shore, we got breakfast, and we were hanging out. We got Wi-Fi, woohoo! So I was able to upload a video. And then the goal of the day was to start off, we needed to go to the National Park office, and it's like CANAP or something like that. It's an acronym, and buy a pass so that we could go to the national park, which is an island. It's called Isla Espiritu, and the whole island is a national park. So you need a pass to go there, and it's not super expensive. It's like $2 per person per day, and according to the book we have, it said, you know, here's the office if you want to go buy a pass, or you could go to the island and you can pay any of the park like ranger people or whatever. So we decided, since we're going to be going to the island for a long period of time, let's just buy a pass. So we took public transportation because I want the kids to feel comfortable with taking public transportation in a foreign country. So we got on a bus, we asked where the bus was, we got on a bus, headed the right way. Well, the bus went about halfway and then turned off of our path. So I asked the bus driver, I pulled up the map, asked the bus driver, how do we get here? And he told us we needed to go across the street and get another bus. So we did that, got off the bus, went to another bus. Well, that bus said we needed a specific color bus. And so that's when I realized buses were color coordinated. Okay, not a big deal. We get on the right bus, we get going. Well, as we approach our stop, I tell the bus driver we need to get off. And the bus driver told me no, that where I wanted to go was further down the street. And I said, no, I want to get off here. I want to go to that street. And he said, here we are speaking in Spanish. And he's like, no, it's down here. I'm like, how do you know where I want to go? So where he stops at the end of the line, about a half to a quarter mile away from where we wanted to stop, was like Walmart, Home Depot, Costco, all these things. So he thought that I wanted to go to those places, and that's why I was asking to get off. And so once the bus stopped, I explained, this is not where I wanted to go. I needed to go to, such and such street. And he goes, oh, well, this is the end of the line. Sorry. So we were pretty irritated, and we were tired, and we were battling with having stomach aches at this time. So that was really frustrating. It seems like every time we eat, someone does get a stomach ache. So when traveling, carry Imodium. I had it, but I left it on the boat, and I wish I would have put it in my backpack. So it will always be in my backpack from now on. So we make it to the office where we need to. We had to walk there. And we get there, and the people are like, no, this isn't where you need to be. Here's a phone number. Call this phone number. And I said, but is this not the office? And so they found someone that spoke English. That person took us to an office in the back of this office complex. And it is the national park location, and all the offices for all the different national parks used to be there, but now they've split them up all over the city. And so the one that is there is actually Banderas, which was the place we went before we came to La Paz. Oops. But anyways, in talking with them, they said we had to go literally back to where we started, which was back down by the marina. We would have to go into a bank, pay the bank for what we wanted, then go to the office and pick up a wristband. And I was like, that's crazy. I just want to pay you so we can go onto the island. Again, $2 per person per day. So we're not talking a ton of money here. And they're like, I'm sorry, this is how it works. You can't pay any of the rangers. So if we had gone to the island, we would have gotten a ticket for being there. We could not have paid the rangers. They could not accept money from us. This was the only way to do it. And it was almost 1:30. It was almost 2. And we had 1 hour to get it done because the office closed at 3. So we got straightened out. They were super nice, and they were super helpful. Despite the fact that I was frustrated and irritated and exhausted, they were still really nice. And so I do very much appreciate that. But we ended up we got an Uber. Half of us went in the car. Like, I went with 2 of the kids to the bank to get the process started. And the same Uber driver went back and picked up the other half of us and brought them to the bank, because there are no Ubers big enough to carry 6 people, and there were no taxis out this way. So we go to the bank. It takes nearly that full hour to wait in the bank to pay them, which when I went up to pay them, I should have thought this through, but I actually had to go to the ATM and withdraw money and then come and pay them for it, because they couldn't just do a bank-to-bank transfer. They couldn't use my debit card, which makes sense now thinking back, but when you're frustrated, you're frustrated. So I did that. They were really nice. They helped me get it paid for, but by then we had like 5 minutes to make it to the office. And if there's one thing I've learned being here in Mexico, is everybody keeps their own hours. So if they close at 3 o'clock, there's a really good chance they close at 2:30. So at this point, we've paid our fees. We have a receipt to show that we've paid. We have all of our documentation. And if we end up leaving during the weekend, which is now, then we just will have that to show to a park ranger if they see us, and hopefully they'll understand and let us off. Otherwise, we might still get a ticket after paying, it was $125 we paid for a week to be in the park. So the kids 12 and under, you don't have to pay for. And students are either half or free, do you remember? But she said you have to have documentation to show that they're in school. So the fact that I had kids that are obviously school-age looking kids didn't matter. They would not give us the discount. So whatever, I'm not going to lose any sleep. It was just kind of one more thing that was very frustrating in the day. So by the time we were done, we tried to find a couple historical landmarks. The map was wrong, and I think we were all just super frustrated. So we tossed in the towel really early yesterday, came back to the boat, and did we even have dinner?
Had dinner at 4 o'clock.
We had dinner at 4 o'clock. So we ate at 4 o'clock, and then I don't remember anything beyond that because I was so frustrated. I laid down on the ground, and I fell asleep on the ground, and I woke up this morning. So we were just kind of over it. And we don't drink enough water while we're here because if you drink water, you have to use the bathrooms, and the bathrooms are totally hit and miss whether they're going to be sanitary or not. And you have to pay to use the bathroom, and usually it's like 5 to 10 pesos, and sometimes there's toilet paper, sometimes they give you a ration of toilet paper, sometimes it's BYOT, so it's kind of hit and miss. So we don't drink a lot of water because we don't want to have to use the bathrooms. I know that's kind of a catch-22, but it is what it is. Today's better, but that's why we're just hanging out on the boat. That's why we're just chilling out and hoping to leave in the next hour to head into town, and we're going to do like an art walk and to do a tour of some of the historical sites. I got a proper map this time and hopefully make the day a little bit better.
So yesterday Mom bought this really cool map from a bookstore about all of the street art in La Paz, and we're starting our tour here. We finished our art tour, and now we're gonna sit down and have some tacos, have some dinner.
Seafood tacos.
Seafood tacos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Happy shrimp and marlin.
I'm full with my tolerance.
Okay, we highly suggest this place. So Lana and I are off to drop off one last batch of laundry because today's our last day on shore. So one last batch of laundry, one last top off of groceries. Steve's going to get the last of our questions answered for taking care of the boat when we go back home for Christmas. And then we're off tomorrow. So lots to do today though. So we just finished putting away all the groceries, and one of the most frequent questions I get is, where the heck do you put all that food? Actually, I even get that from the crew. Where the heck do you put all that food? So let me show you where we store food when we are on passage.
In here.
So here is a bench that's got a seat to it, and we keep a lot of food under here. And I keep things grouped in categories, like this is sauces, this is flour, this is soups, canned vegetables, canned mixed vegetables, pastas are over here. So they're just, each bag is a different category, and so it holds it together. We just stocked up on juices and drinks, and they are down here. So we got lots of drinks and juices, and waters and oat milk are down here. And then we keep, hello. And then we keep our fruits and veggies. Do you have a bag of fruit for me?
Tomatoes.
Perfect. So for example, here we have tomatoes, and we are going to keep the tomatoes right up here.
I have all the avocados.
Right? And then
Wow, it's a lot of avocados.
yeah, we didn't hold back.